to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. These guys are only 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Texans. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott. Brock Heward, it is time for some football. And away we go from NRG Stadium. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year, now in his 3rd season. For the first time with Joe Mixon. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2. Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Keeping it with Mixon. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Now head up, 1st and 10 from the 42. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. It's a tiring.
Move on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. And he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country. Right, coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game records. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. You also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week. Well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go put a score on the board.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. It's Smith. Stepping up, and he's going to run. goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead with Genty. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. As he's Alshire that time on the tackle. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. This is Devin Neal with it. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And he's slated downs to approach here from the 40.
A gain of 16 yards.
Genty from the gun. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and 13.
Here he goes, third and long. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he helped send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7, 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun now, first round. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Mixon on the toss. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
15 yards. And the Texans first down.
They'll give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're running from the gun with Chubb. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're going to run the option to the short side. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Brown now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
To Harrison Bryant.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Nice hit, the ball is out. And the Raiders get to it. It's a foot race. The 50. He's at the 30. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. We'll talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with first and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Here's Genty. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Raiders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He dodged the tackle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Third and long, they're going to throw. It's caught, this is Kirk. And he's taken down at the 30. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Back at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and
Stroud now on third. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and
Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Counter give to Jeanty. Jukes away from one. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas.
They're going to run it with Neal. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First and 10, around to Mixon. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. It's a small gain up to the 38. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Dell. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down. First and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Mixon on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Stroud. Dump off to his fullback. And he's tackled for no gain. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Air it out on 3rd. Throws knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Tight end going in motion here.
A gain of 12.
Shotgun give here to Jeanty. He dodged the tackle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Here's Smith. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
A.J. Cole on the punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Stroud escapes the pocket.
I mean, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. That's complete, here's Kirk. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans in need of some points before the break. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw by Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's Stroud again. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down. Stroud's going to throw for it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Smith finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's fourth down now. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Trying to throw on first down. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. Stroud throwing here on first. Finds the in route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
That's another Texans first down.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has it in close. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these 2 teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
This is Genty on 2nd. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Raider first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now Smith taking off with it. That's good for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Neal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Fights off the pressure. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Out now come the Texans on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here's a toss right side to Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
From the gun, Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play is going to be again to Genty. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. And man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Genty. He has room past the 25. Keeps himself upright. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders now lead by 10.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and Offensive Rookie of the Year. Give up the gut. It's Jeanty. Shoots away from one. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Going right side, Mixon with it. He cuts it towards the sideline. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the ground again with Mixon. Down to the 10. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
How about that? Just 2 plays to get them into goal-to-go situation, and if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
Here's Chubb, and he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Forced out to his right, and they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another give here to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now run by Neal. And he's hit and sent out of bounds, so this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down. And go play fake here with Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. On 1st down, here's Smith. Pulled in, again it's Bowers. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Genty. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to Genty. Escapes a defender. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Genty, the Raider ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Genty on the draw. And the defense all over this one. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They're going to run it with Neal. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it. Genty. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Start offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. The Texans closing in, and they give to him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime. Smith to the air now. On him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Now it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Stroud. That's back-to-back for Dell. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give to Mixon up the middle. Shoves him off. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
Tyree Wilson on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Stroud. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Finds his fullback. And this gets him well away from dangerous. He is up past their 20. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Las Vegas.
From the gun, Smith. Quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Play action. Here's Smith. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there.
18. And the Raider first down.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll throw it. It's his running back. is going to have this one down to the 28. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with. But the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Play fake here, Smith. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. 5 still to go here. This is second down. And up to Genty. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Giving this to Genty. It's away from one. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And a Raider first down. It's a gain of 6.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Raiders up by 6. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll kneel this down. Offense to the line for second down. Now it's Genty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
setting up for the kneel down on third. We'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was